Today on Channel 8 News, we take a look at renter problems around the Manhattan community.
And how young athletes are getting involved through the Manhattan Parks and Recreation Center.
Also, a look at a woman who is fighting for a cure. All this and more today on Channel 8 News.
Good morning. Please bundle up this weekend as it's going to be really wet. Find out more later in the show.
This is KKSU LD, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills. You're watching Channel 8 News.
Good morning and welcome to Channel 8 News. I am DJ Render.
And I'm Stephanie Nutt. Today we'll take a look at how 3 Title IX cases are affecting Kansas State University and much more.
In Manhattan, 46% of households are renters. Our community is driven by renters who can face problems such as poor living conditions, withheld security deposits, and landlords not willing to help with animal infestations. Manhattan resident Chase Swanson had bats in his home and advises others in the community to know your rights as a renter.
First time I walked through my door, I was all excited to see all my roommates and friends and stuff. No one was here. I walk in though, open the door, got immediately attacked by a bat. So that was a good welcoming party to the house. You know, it's all laid out in all that paperwork you do at the beginning, but you do have rights as a renter, and yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't neglect them. I mean, if there's a chance you can get some money off because of an issue, take it.
To learn more about renters' rights, reporter Bill Bernard is live with Jessica Kerr from the Manhattan Alliance of Peace and Justice. Bill?
Hi. Okay, so Jessica, tell me a little bit about the People's Forum.
Certainly. So this evening in Town Hall and Leadership Studies, we're going to have a gathering of 7 community organizations who've been meeting for several months to talk about issues that matter to them. Also being present with us this evening will be 7 of the 8 City Commission candidates who will be responding to specific policy asks from these grassroots community organizations.
Okay, and of those candidates, what are some of the policies that you've previously heard that they'll be addressing?
Yeah, so the exciting thing about the People's Forum is that the policies are going to actually be framed by the voters and by the constituents. And so we know what those are. We're going to be talking about things like mandatory rental inspections, participatory budgeting, an economic wage floor for economic development funds, safe biking and pedestrian infrastructure. And so those questions will be asked from the audience, from speakers who are members of our community, and then each of the commission candidates will have an opportunity to respond.
Okay, those are all very important things. One of the questions I had is what victories do you think the People's Forum has done for the people of Manhattan?
Certainly. I think one of the most exciting things about the People's Forum is that we're organizing ourselves. So not just like putting on this event or speaking to the candidates. It has forced us to come together to talk about what matters to us, to think about our organizations. And so I think it's created community. It's allowed us to see that we need to be asking about policies and participating and engaging with the electoral process here, and that there's just a lot of opportunity for us to shape what this space looks like.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll send it back to you at the desk.
The Energy Efficiency Expo was held last week. Tips were giving out on how to save energy and money through making your house more efficient. The event was kid-friendly with a sail car activity teaching kids about wind energy. One tip from the event included the benefits from the different types of insulation. Another tip from the event included what light bulbs to use, with the bicycle contraption allowing users to see what light bulbs are more energy efficient. David Carter, the director of the energy program, has more information on the benefits of teaching with these bicycles.
After this from DJ.
We're trying to teach students about energy efficiency, but when you're just presenting theory, they don't get it. So when you put them on the bike, and they have to actually use their own energy to power up incandescents versus LEDs, they can not only see the difference, they can feel the difference.
Chris Kobach, U.S. Senate candidate, presented himself this week at a college Republican meeting here at K-State. He covered various topics, including the impeachment inquiry on President Trump and gun laws. Treason, bribery, or other high crimes or misdemeanors are reasons for impeachment, stated Kobach, which, according to him, the president has done none of. According to Kobach, campuses are becoming safer with being able to conceal and carry on campus. Kobach congratulated K-State on the success of its gun laws.
I just want to say congratulations. You have been defending yourself on campus for 2 going on 3 years now, and there hasn't been any mass shooting. There hasn't been any craziness where guns just start firing on their own without it is.
A Manhattan woman is raising money to participate in a 60-mile walk for breast cancer awareness. To help raise the funds, she is using her skills as a yoga instructor. Reporter Nick Yuska has more on the story.
Like many people, been touched by cancer. Knight has a friend who has battled breast cancer and helps to promote a local non-profit organization called Team Michelle MHK, which provides grants to help battle the effects of cancer.
So I have a good friend here in Manhattan who she helped start Team Michelle and fought breast cancer herself, and that's how I joined Team Michelle for a good friend of mine.
Knight is also a member of the staff at Orange Sky in Manhattan, a yoga studio trying to make a difference. Last week, the studio held a fundraising class, offering donuts as an incentive for Dana and Team Michelle MHK. Funds raised will go towards sponsoring Knight on the Susan G. Komen 3-day, 60-mile walk for breast cancer awareness in San Diego just before Thanksgiving.
With more than 200,000 cases each year, breast cancer remains one of the most common cancers in America, a reason why Dana wants to raise awareness.
This is the 10-year anniversary for Team Michelle to do this walk, so it's a big year for Team Michelle. There's more than 50 on the team and about 10 or 12 from Manhattan going this year for the walk.
Knight is trying to raise the $2,300 donation fee to get into the Susan G. Komen event, and has raised a little less than $1,000 so far. In Manhattan, Nick Yuska, Channel 8 News.
Team Michelle MHK has other fundraising opportunities in Manhattan, including Manhattan Wine Tasting for a Cause coming up on Sunday, October 20th.
Aggieville has continued to see renovations pop up on multiple corners of the district with not only residential apartments, but also plans of commercial buildings too. In fact, there are now 3 different areas surrounding Aggieville that are under renovation currently, with the corners of 11th and Bluemont, 14th and Laramie, and 12th and Bluemont all currently being worked on. The amount of time that these projects have to get done weighs on Ben Kimmel as he tells us more on what is to come.
Something that we have had a lot of success with in terms of engaging the community and engaging the businesses in Aggieville, and it's really starting to take off this year.
Coming up on Channel 8 News, our MHK All Day team dived deep into the Title IX cases at Kansas State University.
We also take a look in the Kansas Army base Fort Riley and their yard sale.
Also, we take a look at a special friendship that lends its strength to the national recognized K-State fishing team. All this and more coming up.
So far, so good.
Left side 3 ball, yes! Throws it down! Wow! Oh my goodness, Steve! Way up above the rim and a block! Derek Brown taking on Gildas Alexander. And he scores! Are you kidding? Kansas State is headed to the Elite Eight! Now throws it up the glass and it goes in! And in long for Peyton Williams! To the left, it's wide open for Reiki. Yes! Three-pointer! Rob gets the ball back, left baseline, 8-footer. Good! Reiki answer three-pointer. It's good!
Your identity is who you are.
Feels pretty good. Hurts a little bit when I'm putting pressure on it, but not too bad.
What's your pain level at?
Probably like a 3.
Okay, cool. So much better than yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. Well, I'm going to start to slow it down now.
Okay.
Now we take a look at two friends on the Kansas State fishing team. Reporter Bernie Harkins has more on this special bond.
Two students used their passion for fishing to succeed on the nationally recognized Kansas State fishing team.
And K-State had a really good fishing program with a great foundation, and I just wanted to be a part of an organization that was well ran. And K-State, of course, was one of the top in the nation at the time.
Drew Easterday and Will Andre both knew when they came to college they wanted to fish. However, they didn't expect to form a bond over their love of fishing. The two have lived together for 2 years while forming a great friendship bond. The Kansas State fishing team is 3-time national champions. One important quality that they looked for in a college was a fishing team. Andre and his past teammate won the 2018 Bass Mater tournament, being one of 9 teams selected out of the country.
Won the SLX Can't Stop Fishing Challenge that one of our sponsors put on. That was probably one of the biggest awards that I've won on the team.
In Manhattan, Bernie Harkins, Channel 8 News.
MHK All-Day reporter Miriam Chamberlain now has more on the Title IX cases on the Kansas State University campus.
Thanks, Stephanie. K-State is tied to the 3rd most Title IX investigations in the country, with Stanford and Indiana University at Bloomington. These investigations looked into reports of sexual harassment, discrimination, and assault. K-State is also named in 2 lawsuits by former students who allege the university did not act on the reports of rape. We reached out to university's officials, but they are unavailable to comment on the cases due to pending litigations. The university hired a consulting firm to conduct campus climate survey in 2014. The survey found a small but meaningful amount of respondents experienced unwanted sexual contact during their time here at K-State. And what amounted to the 3% of respondents, 159 were undergrad students and 138 were women. The executive summary reporting the finding of the survey identified a theme of responses concerning K-State's handling the report, led to it being included as one of the overall challenges and opportunities for improvement. In some sections, respondents expanded upon their experiences. 19 negative responses included feeling that concerns were adequately addressed. Some reported feeling of having little to no support of contemplating leaving K-State in some cases. The survey also garnered 15 positive responses. Many respondents didn't elaborate on their answers, but those that did said their complaints were handled appropriately. We reached out to the Office of Institutional Equity, who referred us to the Division of Communications and Marketing, but the representative was not available due to scheduling conflicts. In the 2 lawsuits that alleged K-State acted neglectfully in reports of rape, the university alleged that it is not their responsibility to investigate incidents that take place off campus. In the summer of 2017, K-State separated itself from certain student organizations, including Greek Life. Paige Eichhorn, president of Wildcat Against Sexual Violence, said that this distinction absolved K-State of responsibility in many efforts. In the climate survey, 135 respondents said that their assault for harassments occurred off campus compared to 48 on-campus reports.
Actually, one of the only universities in the U.S. who draws the line for off-campus versus on-campus. And so K-State doesn't look into anything that involves fraternities or sororities or apartments off-campus. They just don't make that effort and put in really the care for their students that live off-campus. And so I don't think obviously that's effective at all, because most of our students do live off-campus.
Wildcats Against Sexual Violence will host a pop-up The Stigma domestic violence event with Alpha Chi Omega on October 17th. That's all for MHK All Day. Back to you, DJ and Stephanie.
Up next on Channel 8 News, we are coming to hear from Channel 8 News weather anchor Alan Garrett as he tells us what to expect for the week.
We are also going to hear about the Parks and Recreation Youth Volleyball League and how it's letting boys play on the teams. That and more on Channel 8 News.
Left side 3 ball, yes! Throws it down! Wow! Oh my goodness, Steve! Way up above the rim and a block! Derek Brown taking on Gildas Alexander, and he scores! Are you kidding? Kansas State is headed to the Elite Eight! Now throws it up the glass, and it goes in! And in one for Peyton Williams! To the left, it's wide open for Reiki. Yes! Three-pointer! Goff gets the ball back, left baseline, 8-footer. Good! Frankie's answer three-pointer. It's good!
Your identity is who you are.
Feels pretty good. Hurts a little bit when I'm putting pressure on it, but not too bad.
What's your pain level at?
Probably like a 3.
Okay, cool. So much better than yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. Well, I'm going to start to slow it down now.
Okay.
It has been getting colder these past couple of days with a lot of showers here and there.
Weather anchor Alan Garrett is here to give us more on what you can expect over the weekend. Alan?
Thank you, DJ. As we look at some of the national weathers across the country, if you've seen the upper East Coast, we have lower 60s. As we move down to the Florida area right here, you see lower mid 80s. Now you move to the West Coast, you see California, lower 80s. All right, and then we're going to take a look at the Kansas weather. As we see in the Kansas City area, we have high 60s, lower 70s. As we look into the Lawrence area, lower 70s as well. And move to the Cedric County area right here, we see lower 70s. All right, as we move into the forecast for today, you see that this morning, the high for the day is 72. As we move down, the high right now is partly cloudy, but towards the middle of the day, it will be 54 with a low of 46. As we move to the 5-day forecast, you see that the high for Friday is 51, and also you see Saturday is going to be mid to high 60s. Along with Monday and Tuesday is going to be low 60s, low 70s. All right, that's all for weather. Appreciate it, DJ.
Thank you, Alan. This past weekend, Fort Riley invited the community to shop at their post-wide yard sale. Reporter Laura Kenner has more on this event.
Every spring and fall, Fort Riley opens its gates to the public for the post-wide yard sale. The sale takes place because it gives those who live within the opportunity to show their products to the public eye, as visitors are scarce and signage is not allowed.
It allows you to get everybody here at one time, you know what I mean? Like, instead of putting one garage sale out and you're hoping someone might drive by, everyone knows that they're gonna be here, everyone knows that they can come, people come from off post, so it's actually very beneficial to us. We want to get a bunch of stuff gone before the husbands come back home, so it just helps us like clear out a bunch of stuff. We accumulated stuff in the summer, now we just gotta get rid of some stuff, get new stuff.
It was a rainy start, but that hasn't stopped Fort Riley and the surrounding community from taking part in the festivities.
I think everybody has something to contribute that comes out, especially during rainy times, but it just gives us an opportunity to show what we have that we believe in and share with other people. I think there's something here for just about everyone.
The next post-wide yard sale will take place in the spring of 2020. The surrounding community can explore the neighborhoods and commissary parking lot for anything, from baby clothes to tactical gloves. At Fort Riley, this is Laura Keener, Channel 8 News.
Even off-post sellers can participate in the Fort Riley yard sale, which happens twice a year. The event is free, and getting on base is as simple as getting a pass from the visitor center off of exit 301 on I-70.
Coming up, we are going to hear about all of the fun that happened at Wamigos Oztoberfest. This includes a car show, a costume contest, and even a wedding.
Speaking of fun, we are also going to jazz it up and take a look at the hip-hop dance classes at the K-State Rec Center.
The best-kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP's Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
We are a family that does not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
A family that represents a diverse and eclectic population.
We are a family that believes
that diversity, inclusion,
and sportsmanship
are expectations.
We are a family that is supportive and seeks to promote a positive and welcoming environment.
A family that treats people with respect and dignity.
An empowered family.
Who empowers family.
We are family, diverse and together.
Oh, it's been like the best adventure of my life. Best, hands down. Don't tell my children I said that, but absolutely the best thing ever. I've had so much fun. I've learned so much, and I think the thing that I love most about this program, the expectations are just like that of a regular full-time program. There's discussions, there's discussion board posts, there's interaction with the instructors, just like you would have if you were on campus.
One more.
I love it.
This week in sports, we take a look at a few recreational activities for the students and youth in both the community and on campus. Sports anchor Jean Ting Lan has more.
Every year, hundreds of children in Manhattan skate a trail to a new sport importance park, and we recreations program team a look to at the park's volleyball football for the kids. The Manhattan Parks and Rec offers many youth sports, but volleyball is one sport in particular that has gained more popularity amongst elementary school boys. The youth volleyball program is for kids grades 4 through 6. The volleyball program has had more boys join every year.
We like to provide opportunities for every kid, no matter if they're a boy or a girl, to participate in whatever sport that they would prefer to participate in. We have girls that play flag football.
Both genders are encouraged to try all sports, regardless of the norm. The Parks and Rec focus on treating all players fairly.
That's the kind of the environment we try to create in our programs. It is a program where you can have fun, you can still learn, and you can feel comfortable doing what you're doing. So it's important to us that when we have boys playing a sport that they wouldn't normally, or vice versa, girls doing that, it's important to us that they feel safe, they feel comfortable, and that they enjoy what they're doing and that they really learn something while they're out there as well.
Lots of kids have fun in the volleyball game.
We are playing it. I liked it when I first tried it, and so I want to start it here at Parks and Recs in Manhattan. That's why.
In Manhattan, I'm Jing Ting Lan from Channel 8 News. I cannot see.
Just go to the package.
Go next.
Yeah.
Go to the package. Go to the package.
All right, go ahead.
No package.
Like, go to the package.
Coming up, we are going to hear about all of the fun that happened at Thanks, Lon. Have you ever wanted a Wizard of Oz wedding? Or maybe you are just a casual Wizard of Oz fan?
Coming up, we are going to follow the Yellow Brick Road and hear about the Oztoberfest that happened in Wamego.
That's what's next on Channel 8 News.
The best-kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
We are a family that does not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
A family that represents a diverse and eclectic population.
We are a family that believes
that diversity, inclusion,
and sportsmanship
are expectations.
We are a family that is supportive and seeks to promote a positive and welcoming environment.
A family that treats people with respect and dignity.
An empowered family.
Who empowers family. We are family, diverse and together.
Oh, it's been like the best adventure of my life. Best, hands down, don't tell my children I said that, but absolutely the best thing ever. I've had so much fun, I've learned so much, and I think the thing that I love most about this program, the expectations are just like that of a regular full-time program. There's discussions, there's discussion board posts, there's interaction with the instructors, just like you would have if you were on campus. I love it.
You know, back in high school, my colors were red and white, and I had these red sparkly shoes that I would wear, and one of my teachers would tease me and call me Dorothy because of them.
Man, I bet that was a sight to see. Well, one woman made her dream for a ruby red wedding a reality over the weekend in Wamego at the annual Oztoberfest. Last weekend, Channel 8 reporter Angela Sawyer headed out to Wamego to get her story.
Been attending Ozfest in Wamego for the last 3 years. This was the perfect place not only to celebrate all things Oz, but celebrate a wedding as well.
I've always wanted an Oz wedding. Just generates that home is very important. Family is very important. And Dorothy realized that. It's a magical place. You have so much fun. There's so many events. Everybody's dressed up.
With the Dorothy costume doubling for a wedding dress, Evans and her partner were all in on the Oz-themed ceremony.
The story about a girl, her dog, and a killer pair of red heels has been a favorite for children and adults. And whether you see it in books, plays, or movies, The Wizard of Oz has certainly made an impact to our great state of Kansas.
The event is held in front of the Wizard of Oz Museum, with people appearing in costume and taking to the streets to celebrate the symbol of Kansas. The museum was not only open to the public, but fans also got to take a walk down the yellow brick road.
I think it's a really big draw to our little town, our neck of the woods. The Wizard of Oz is a story that kind of all of us relate to, and it's really part of the American experience, I feel. And so just having our little small town be a part of it is just I don't know, it just makes me feel good that our little town can be a part of something that means so much to so many people.
The Oztoberfest also had a car show, a costume contest, and local food and merchandise vendors and live music. All to celebrate the book that showed millions all over the world that there is no place like home. In Wamego, Kansas, Angela Sawyer, Channel 8 News.
You know, with a bye week this weekend, you got any plans, DJ?
Man, I'm just about to go to the crib in Atlanta, have a fun, great time.
Oh, Atlanta, okay. Well, I'll be here in Kansas. Make sure you all stay safe this weekend, and please wear your coats, jackets, and hats.
Thanks, Angela. Looks like I may.
Well, that's all we have today for Channel 8 News.
Outside of that, I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely staying warm this weekend, and I'm going to get my car washed, so hopefully it doesn't rain too much.
I plan on going home. I'm going to keep warm and cuddle up with my dog.
So everybody wants to keep staying in the house? Well, I'm going to be outside.
Enjoy that weather. You got a nice winter coat ready for the season?
Absolutely.
This is Channel 8 News.